Hi, my name's Sarah Luck and welcome to our latest project, a Sunseeker 75 from 2005. This is our most extensive refit project to date, and I'd like to run you through some befores and afters so you can just see how dramatic the transformation has been. So in the saloon, we had originally some really bulky brown leather sofas which totally imposed on the space, and there was minimal floor space back there despite it actually being a very large boat. So what we've done is we've kept the same seat area, so the actual seat cushions are the same depth and comfort. In fact, they're more comfortable now, the use of a different foam, but they are much smaller in the space because the kickers have got a couple of inches or even an inch of foam on them compared to originally it was about 4 or 5. So they've really slimmed down and opened up the space beautifully, and obviously a light fabric versus a dark leather always helps with that visually as well. So my next favourite thing in the saloon area that's really helped the transformation is the galley front. Before there was some leather sort of pads on the upper half of it and it was timber at the lower, but we've actually decided to wrap the whole thing with a lovely detail through the centre and some beautiful stitching in it, so you can really see the craftsmanship in that unit now. Moving forward, you've got this beautiful table that sits here. Again, you'll see in the before photography of this area, the sofa was again very, very bulky and dark brown leather, and the table had a unit underneath it, a storage unit underneath it, which just made it feel so busy up here and just very crammed, not much space. So we've opened it out, we've put 2 beautiful pillar legs on it that work with the scheme, and we've done this beautiful new tabletop which is actually the same shape as the original one, but it's a lot more contemporary in terms of its styling. We've got a nice Avonite insert in it for practicality, and then we've done a paint finish to the exterior edges which actually is colour matched to the leather, so it just flows beautifully. So this same design has been also used in the Cockpit and the Flybridge. The shapes are slightly different to work with those areas, but the solid surface insert in the sprayed exterior just worked really well with this scheme. So we've done all new headlining panels in the saloon. The client wanted to reduce the amount of spotlights that we had in here because it was like a runway before. In the aft, we've taken out quite a few of the spotlights, but we actually added in some nice detail lighting strips in there just to make it feel a little bit more contemporary. New blinds in here as well that work with all the blinds downstairs. They're colour matched to the line out so that you don't really notice them, they just sit back, but they're there when you need them. We've added in a stunning Porta Romana light in here as well, which just brings out the teal that's also in the carpet, and some of the nubuck suede cushions and helm seat that we've got in here also. The carpet actually was chosen, this colour I really wanted to include because the timber is so yellow, it really needed the contrast of colour to help bring it all back down and make it feel more neutral. So even though it's a blue teal carpet, which might frighten people when I first mention it, it was the safest thing to do in here. It works so beautifully in the boat. Our SETAG coffee table we're really proud of. The original design of that, there's a particular Italian manufacturer that do something very similar, but the size was way too big for this space, and also it had I think 4 legs on it which didn't work, so we've altered the design quite a bit. We've actually added it in a sprayed finish as well rather than timber. It worked much better with our scheme, and we've added in a couple of extra details on there that really suit this interior. So that was a lovely fun little project to do as well. In the helm area we have all new navigation system with the latest Raymarine equipment. We've resprayed the whole of the dash. There was a few scratches in it before, and actually now it's been colour matched in so that it works perfectly with the vinyl that surrounds it. The work that we've carried out on the lower helm has also been echoed on the upper helm, and it's brought it right up to a modern day standard. So the helm seat as well, we've used the stunning nubuck suede down the centre of the helm seat, and we've colour matched that to a standard helm seat leather in the same colour, which just looks so beautiful. Going down into the lower accommodation, we've wrapped the handrails with hand stitching underneath. All of the bulkheads down there have been covered so that we again are trying to pull back on the amount of timber that you see on the boat and make it feel more contemporary. We have rolled the carpet through from the saloon, and that actually goes all the way through the boat, so it's a really nice transition through the spaces. So throughout the lower accommodation, we've applied the same concept to each of the cabins, which is to reduce the amount of timber and make them all feel a lot more modern. We've changed all the linings, all the head linings, the window linings, all the blinds. The carpet, again, throughout the whole of the lower accommodation has been changed. We've wrapped the bed base in the master cabin, again, to just lighten it. We've added in leather inserts to all of the side tables down there, all of the vanity units, all of the sills. So it all feels a lot brighter. Particular attention has been paid to all of the wall lights downstairs. We've got Porta Romana wall lights in the forward, the port and the starboard cabins that all match each other. So in the master cabin we have different wall lights from Porta Romana that are a little bit more unique and work with that space beautifully, and the painting that they've got inset into their bulkhead there. It's not something that we've done a lot before in setting artwork, but actually it works so well in that cabin, and the rest of the design is echoed off the back of that image. You'll see a lot of the colours from that have flowed through the scheme. We've got beautiful Porta Romana lamp as well in the stateroom, which is a huge hunk of glass, but it's just absolutely beautiful. It's a work of art. And we've put in some lovely details down there in the headboards. They're all fluted, and that is echoed in the sofa as well in the stateroom. It's got a lovely fluting to the back of it, which just really has hotel chic all about it. And that's what this project was all about. Another lovely little touch, but not to be forgotten, because they're actually two of my favourite items on this boat, are original Sunseeker stools. And the design has been kept exactly the same, but we've just rewrapped them beautifully with quality stitching in nubuck suede, again, that ties in with the helm seat and some of the other touches on the boat, and they just look so opulent. One thing to mention with this project is the forward cabin had quite a bad leak when we got hold of the boat, so the head linings were in really poor condition in there. And actually the whole cabin was soaked at one point. So obviously that's been rectified, and it now looks so stunning compared to how it was originally. To see some other examples of the projects we've done, ranging from 33 feet to 88 feet, across a variety of brands, please have a look at our website, which is setagyachts.com.